Did Marvel Rivals actually drop the best first family, aka the Fantastic Four in Marvel Rivals? Was the season overall any good? Or did they completely drop the ball and it was all overhyped garbage? We need to talk about it because there were certain aspects that I think that we all enjoyed about the season, while on the other hand, there's a lot that needs to be improved upon. I also want to hear from you. Make sure that you stay to the end of the video because we definitely need to talk about season one. I don't want to waste any of your time. Let's go ahead and get into it. Season one was rather interesting for a few reasons. Of course, this was the first full length season that we've had on Marvel Rivals. Secondly, we had the Fantastic Four, which I'll get into in just a second, trust me. Third, we had a few seasonal events, which is what we're going to talk about first. Clone Royale was fun at times. However, this is more for the casual players, and that's perfectly fine. And after a while, it was alright. I also love that the mode itself was only in the game for a short amount of time, so people could try it out and give their feedback to rivals. I do like the fact that the devs are willing to take some risks and try new things. The Lunar New Year mode was also fun, but I wish that we had more of a selection of heroes to play as. We had a couple of Twitch drops, which was nice of the devs to give us free scans. I also enjoyed the fact that we have tournaments, which has been really cool to watch. Lastly, the Galacta event and the story events were cool, but I gotta be honest, I'm still gonna give the seasonal events an L, as it just wasn't for me, but I will also give them a W for valuing our feedback throughout the season. The first half of the season, we were introduced to Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman, which both characters were really fun to play as. However, I'm just gonna keep it 100. I feel like Mr. Fantastic was extremely underwhelming. I'm not saying that he was garbage necessarily, but I feel like he was just, I don't know, man, like something was missing. I know in season two, he's getting a well deserved buff, which I'm really excited about. Man, I'm excited about season two in general. We're going to have a totally separate video on that. I do feel like he's a really niche pick, especially in competitive. That's not to say that he's not good or that there's not very good Mr. Fantastic players out there, as there are, but to be honest, it's extremely rare. I do love his abilities with having stretching arms and being able to help shield his teammates for a short duration of time. His ult is so goofy, man, and when you hear him bouncing through the air, that's the one thing that I love about Marvel Rivals as a whole. Every character is unique in their own way, and Invisible Woman is a solid strategist. She's honestly been really fun to learn. I do wish that her ult would be a little bit different. However, her kit I felt was really interesting. From being able to bring enemy flyers down or push people off the map is satisfying, as she can really turn fights around. Being able to make herself invisible while jumping and also being able to do that for her team when she ults and using other people's ults along with hers are extremely satisfying as well. In my honest opinion, I feel like Mr. Fantastic was underwhelming and honestly just didn't hit for me like that. Sue, on the other hand, was definitely a solid addition, and I'm still going to give them a W for that because, to be honest, they're both really fun, and the devs really cooked, for real, for real. Season 1.5 introduced us to both The Thing and Human Torch. Personally, I was hyped for everyone, of course, as I love the Fantastic Four. However, I was so hyped for mainly Human Torch and Mr. Fantastic. Human Torch's flight mechanics are fun, even though I feel like he flies a little bit too slow for my liking. When I think of Human Torch, I always think of him being able to fly around fast like Iron Man does, or even faster. If they add just a little bit more speed for him, I think it would make him a lot more interesting to play. I know he received a little bit more of a buff during season 1.5, which was absolutely necessary as I thought he was honestly one of the weakest characters in the game, if not the weakest. And I also seen a lot of posts throughout the community about him being really weak, so I know I wasn't alone on that. I do like how he throws fireballs at people and can slam his body into the enemy team. Overall, I have to give this character an L, man. This was so disappointing, y'all. I don't understand what happened, bro. Like, why he was so weak, man. Now we gotta talk about the Thing. I freaking love playing as the Thing, man. Being mobile, being able to help out your strategists when they're getting dove, and taking the pressure off of them, and being able to keep the enemy team on their heels with him can be so rewarding and fun at the same time. He's not a good solo tank, but he can definitely hold his own, as he doesn't really have a way to shield himself unless if you have to team up with Sue, which grants you the ability to shield yourself, as well as being able to shield your teammates. Thing has been one of my favorite Vanguards since his introduction, as he is so much fun. Being able to stun the entire team or getting a good pick or two when he ults is so satisfying. Being able to be an off tank to also set up opportunities for your duelists and being annoying for enemy strategists is so much fun. With Emma Frost and Ultron coming to Marvel Rivals, I'm so excited for them to be coming. Overall, this season was a W, at least in my opinion. The addition of the Fantastic Four has been solid, even though the game is still in its early stages. I think that there's still room for improvement, and I believe the devs and the game will continue to thrive and strive in the right direction. I'm curious to see how the addition of both Emma Frost as well as Ultron will shake up the meta. I do also feel like the season dragged a bit at times, and I'm grateful to hear that after season 3 begins, we will have shorter seasons. Even though I feel like the devs need to take their time with developing new characters, as well as having a solid storyline to keep everyone in the community engaged, more so for the casual audience. I want to hear from y'all. Do y'all agree with what I said? Was there anything I missed? Let me know in the comments if I missed anything, or why you disagree or agree. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. Take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, it's your favorite big brother Croissant, and I'm out. Peace.